Hazrat Miqdad, also known as Miqdad al-Aswad, is one of the noble companions of Rasulullah and one of the first Shia of Imam Ali. Miqdad converted to Islam very early after Baysat and was one of the first people who revealed his conversion to Islam. He attended all battles in the early years of Islam. Hazrat Miqdad, Hazrat Salman al-Farsi, Ammar Yasir, and Hazrat Abu Zar are referred as the first Shia, the first followers of Imam Ali. They were known as Shias even during the period of the Prophet. After the demise of our Prophet, Miqdad, without any doubt, supported Imam Ali's immediate succession of the Prophet and did not pledge his allegiance to Abu Bakr. He was one of the few people who were present at the funeral of Bibi Fatima al-Zahra, salamullah alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Miqdad is also considered as a serious opponent of Uthman. According to some sources, he was a member of Shurat al-Khamis. Shurat al-Khamis, if you don't know, Shurat al-Khamis means the elite guard. It was a group of devoted fighters at the time of Imam Ali who had dedicated their lives to support Imam Ali. Hazrat Miqdad is praised in hadith from the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad, in which he is said to return in the Rajat after the reappearance of Imam Mehdi alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. He transmitted hadith from the Prophet. Miqdad, as I said, attended all the battles of the Prophet and was a champion among the companions. In the Battle of Badr, Miqdad was a member of the cavalry and his horse was known as Sabha, which means floating, perhaps because Miqdad fought with such courage and valor. Miqdad also played a very crucial role in the Battle of Uhud as well. According to many historical sources, at the end of the battle, when everyone started running and everyone fled, few people decided to stay with the Prophet, including, of course, Imam Ali and Hazrat Miqdad. In this battle, Miqdad was an archer in the Muslim army. Along with Hazrat Salman al-Farsi, Ammar Yasir, and Abu Zar, Miqdad was one of the first followers of Imam Ali, as I mentioned. They were known as the Shia of Ali even in the period of our Prophet. After the demise of Prophet and the election of Abu Bakr as the Caliph and successor of our Prophet, a few Muslims stayed loyal to Imam Ali and did not pledge their allegiance to Abu Bakr. Those were Hazrat Salman, Hazrat Abu Zar, and Hazrat Miqdad, and few more. But we need to understand, and it's very important to know, that Hazrat Miqdad was not present during the time of Saqifa, was not present in the events of Saqifa. According to many other hadiths, he was one of the few people who were present in the funeral of Bibi Fatima al-Zahra, salamullah alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. According to some other sources, as I mentioned before, he was a member of Shurat al-Khamis, which was a group of devoted fighters that said that they would always come and defend Imam Ali and fight with Imam Ali. Shurat al-Khamis is also known as the elite gods. There are numerous hadiths from the infallible concerning the virtues, moral characters, and faith of Miqdad. And now, I'm going to be telling you some hadiths regarding Hazrat Miqdad. Number 1, but you need to understand that these hadiths are from the Prophets and from Imam regarding Hazrat Miqdad. Number 1, the Prophet's affection for Miqdad. The Prophet said, Allah has ordered me to love 4 people. A person said, "Oh Rasulullah, tell us the names of the 4 people." And then our Prophet said, Ali, Salman, Miqdad, and Abu Zar. Number 2, Miqdad in the heaven. According to a hadith from Anas bin Malik, one day the Prophet said, "The heaven aspires to 4 of my people." When Imam Ali said, "Tell us the name of those 4 people," he says, "I swear to God that you are the first of those people, O Ali. The rest are Miqdad, Salman, and Abu Zar." Number 3, Miqdad's faith. According to a hadith from Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam, the faith, Iman. The faith means Iman if you don't know. The faith, the Iman, has 10 degrees. Miqdad is at the 8th degree, Abu Zar the 9th, and Hazrat Salman al-Farsi is at the 10th degree of faith, which means Iman. Number 4. Acting upon Al-Mawaddah verse. This is an ayah from the Quran, and the name is Ayah-e Mawaddat. Imam al-Sadiq says, first let's read the verse. The verse is, I ask of you no wage except the love of near relatives. This is what the verse says. And then Imam al-Sadiq says, I swear to Allah that nobody acted upon this verse except for 7 people, including Miqdad. Number 5. Miqdad is from Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. One day, Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari asked our prophets about Salman, Miqdad, and Abu Zar. The prophet talked about them individually. He said about Miqdad, Miqdad is from us, Allah is the enemy of his enemies, and Allah is friends with his friends. Oh Jabir, whenever you pray for something and you want Allah to answer your prayer, ask him with their names because these are the best names for Allah. Number 6. Loyalty to Imam Ali. Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam says, after the demise of Rasulullah, people deviated from the Prophet's path except for 3 known people, Hazrat Salman, Hazrat Abu Zar, and Hazrat Miqdad. According to some other hadiths, Miqdad was one of the most obedient companion of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Number 7. Miqdad during the period of Rajat. You need to understand that Rajat is a belief that a group of people who have died will return to the earth shortly after the reappearance of the 12th Shia Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. This belief is particularly seen towards the Shia Muslims, us Shia Muslims. According to some hadiths, Miqdad will return to the world after the reappearance of Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. And Hazrat Miqdad will be the companion and commander of Imam's government. And last but not least, number 8. Obligation to love Hazrat Miqdad. Imam al-Sadiq said, it is an obligation to love people who did not deviate from the right path after the prophets. Deviate is another way of saying that they followed the prophet's path and they did not take a U-turn. They did not take a 90-degree turn after the prophet. The prophet said, Imam Ali will be the successor after me. They did not deviate. They continued to follow what the prophet said. And because the prophet had said that Imam Ali was going to be the successor and the Imam after the prophet, the Miqdad and some other companions such as Hazrat Salman, Hazrat Ammar, they all followed Imam Ali alayhi salam, and they did not deviate from what the Prophet had said. Our Prophet said that Imam al-Sadiq said that you have to love people who did not take a U-turn, who did not deviate from the right path after the prophets. And then the Imam said these people are Salman, Abu Zar, and Hazrat Miqdad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.